America, please mark your calendars. Today, all of freedom and liberty, as we had come to know it in our country, is dead. Now, it's true that we as a nation have overcome many trying times in the past few years. But only now, as millions of undeserving people who dare call themselves Americans are poised to receive health care, only now do I really fear for the future of this country. I'm sorry, I really love my country, folks. I don't use facts or logic when I speak my mind. I just speak emotionally, irrationally, from the heart. Because we have to take this country back from the liberal elite. And you can trust me, America. I am not a puppet of the Democratic or Republican parties. I am just a Joe Six-Pack American who is ready to fight, to lock and load, to take this country back. Because we need to go back to September 12th, folks. Do you remember that day? How did it make you feel, America? Well, I tell you what, boy, gee howdy, it made me pretty gosh darn angry. Because that's what these liberal socialists are doing to America. By giving every American a right to universal health care, and by taxing the wealthy, well, they're no better than terrorists. No good, despicable terrorists that fly planes into buildings and threaten what was granted to us by our founding fathers. Well, I'm ready to take my country back. Won't you fight with me, America?
I don't get it, Chewie. Why is everything in life so goddamn evil? I mean, you can't even leave the house without being depressed into a coma. Well, at least your problems are over.
Hey, Joey.
What's up, sis? You fill the car up?
Yeah, like I have the money to do that.
Yeah, good point.
So, hey, I bought a dog.
What? Are you serious?
Yes.
Brianna, between you, me, mom, and dad, we're having a hard enough time making ends meet as it is with the economy being shitty.
You got that right, buddy.
So how do you think we're going to take care of another animal?
It'll be fine, Joey. He's a good dog. He's still a puppy, but he shouldn't be too much of a hassle to take care of.
Well, okay. But it better not be another damn chihuahua.
Come on out, Ouija.
And they called it puppy love, just because we're 17. Tell them all please tell them it isn't fair to take away my...
So, you good? You like the dog?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's cool. Would you mind if I borrowed him for a little bit? You know, like, so I could take him for a little walk?
Oh, sure. I mean, he's only my dog and all. I wouldn't mind you just taking him for me 10 minutes after I got him.
Thanks.
I was being sarcastic, asshole.
Hi, Mom. Bye, Mom. No time to talk now.
Oh, well. Guess I'll just have to resort to another activity. No matter how bad the economy gets, at least there's still enough of this around.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
Status guy, Armageddon!
What the hell's going on over here? Oh, a crowd of angry rich white folks. How inviting.
We have had it with this administration's frivolous spending of our hard-earned money. It's time we send a message to Washington that we the people are in charge of our country's destiny.
Wow, the rich have really turned into a nation of whiners.
The passing of the recent Obamacare bill was just the tip of the iceberg. The redistribution of wealth in post-recession America is just proof that we are on the verge of plummeting into a Nazi socialist regime. And only we, the true patriots, the red-blooded capitalists, to refuse to fall for the propaganda of the liberal media, only we can make the difference.
Well, I'm all about dissent, but something just doesn't seem right here. Something's fishy. I wonder what it is.
Even though we intend to impeach Obama, that the Tea Party movement transcends politics. You, the true patriots, are the grassroots movement that will stop the democratic socialist agenda. And although you have the utmost Republican support, this is in no way a Republican movement.
Oh, what a load of shit! What a steaming pile of feces this is! Seriously, Ouija, did you have to do that here? On the sidewalk? Now I gotta clean it up. Damn it.
So like I was saying, we have to make a change to America. Again. Let's repeal universal health care and put the old dysfunctional system back into place. Let's make it clear that our country has the right to free market capitalism, that government has no place in regulating business or wealth, because those are the traditional American values, and that's what our founding fathers had in mind when they wrote the Constitution.
Ouija? Hey, where'd you go, buddy?
Get out of here, you riffraff.
And now, my fellow patriots, as a token of appreciation for you and all that you do, I would like to present to you and your fair city a homage to the Tea Party movement. I would like to honor our leader, the woman who will take office to represent us, the American people, in 2012, Sarah Palin. Whose mangy dog is this?
Ouija, there you are, boy.
Officer, I want this liberal troublemaker and his blue dog taken away immediately.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what the hell? Come on.
You're under arrest for disturbing the peace.
I'm sorry about that, folks. The un-American nuisance has been dealt with, and now the real Americans can continue our right to free speech and exercising our civil liberties.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Keep your fucking mouth shut, dirtbag. Do you have any pot on you?
What? No, I told you no.
Bullshit, you're lying to me. Only a low-life drug dealer would own a pit bull. You're gonna get cornholed in prison, asshole.
And now, my friends, raise your cups of tea. I'd like to propose a toast. To the mothership!
The mothership? These liberals just keep taking and taking, folks. And when they're done, there's gonna be nothing left. I'm scared. Aren't you scared? Oh no! The socialist zombies are here! They're gonna eat my brain!
And that out marks the end of the 8th inning here at Fenway. The Red Sox are up 7-3. More after these words from your local sponsor.
Hi, I'm John Norman with Norman & Norman. For years, I've been practicing here in the state of Florida in order to protect the little man from the powers that be. Although unfortunately, I have many times seen lawyer hired that have never tried a case, or in best case scenario, have only tried a few. This causes the end result of the case to be more damage inflicting than the actual injury itself. Make sure before you hire a lawyer that you make sure that they don't chase the ambulance. At Norman & Norman, we seek justice. Justice for all. Norman & Norman. For people. Also is for minds. Yeah!
Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello, somebody's there to pick up, please. It's me, Joey. I'm in jail. Mom, Dad, if you're there, pick up. Brianna? Brianna, I know you're there. Ah, damn it, Brianna. Did you get stoned again and sit in front of the TV and fall asleep? Fuck. Alright, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna sit here in prison and rot, okay? I'll see you guys in 10 to 20 years. Alright, bye. Forget helping me out. Just goodbye. Thanks for nothing.
This court will come to order. We'll be opening with case number SC7HJ, the state of Florida versus Joey Phillips, pit bull owner.
Ah, man, I knew it. The whole state's against me.
Now, Joey, don't worry. I've had over 20 years of experience, and I'm going to get you out of this. Because I'm not just a lawyer,
Yeah, I've seen the damn commercial.
We'll begin with opening remarks from the prosecution. Mr. Goldbergstein, you may begin.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen, I come before you today so that I may address a menace that is not only the reason that children suffer, and a certain NFL player spent time in jail through no personal fault of his own choices. No, this animal, this cancer on society, is a threat to the American way of life, and will be the ultimate cause for our complete economic downfall. That's why your neighboring Miami-Dade County has banned the ownership of pit bulls entirely, because they see the threat that they possess.
Have you been to Miami lately? Dog breeds are the least of their worries.
Be quiet, Mr. Phillips. Counsel, proceed.
Without any further ado, Your Honor, I would like to call to the stand my client, the woman who has seen firsthand the social horrors of these beasts, and would like to enlighten the court with her insight. I would like to call Miss Helena Hollingsworth, wife of local bank CEO Frank Hollingsworth, to the stand.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Why, my dear, let's not be silly. I am God.
Touché. Please be seated.
Ms. Hollingsworth, please explain to the court why you feel the charge brought against Mr. Phillips and his dog are necessary.
But of course, dearie. My husband and I run this town with an iron fist. We must be certain that the welfare of the rich in this city be paramount, and that the bourgeoisie, like that meddling middle-class degenerate and his mongrel, be put in their place. All that people and dogs like them do is bring down property values and take away from this great city all the wealth and prestige it deserves.
Your Honor, I'd like to plead guilty to the crime of serving overseas, thus allowing this greedy cunt the right to exercise her self-serving stupidity.
You will speak when spoken to, plebeian!
Order! Another outburst like that, Mr. Phillips, and I'll have the bailiff escort you to jail.
Yes, Your Honor.
Calm down, Joey. We'll get our chance. For the people.
Continue, please.
Thank you, Merv. So like I was saying, that dog is a demon! Not like my little angel, Foofy. And, I guess I'm done.
Spectacular point from the prosecution. And, all right. I guess we need to hear from the other side now. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mrs. Hollingsworth, is it true that between 2006 and 2008, your husband's bank approved subprime mortgages to thousands of people who were just seeking a fair home? The whole time, you having the knowledge that they weren't going to be able to keep up with the payments. Well, yes, but with this economy, it's so uncertain.
Did your husband's company reap the benefits of the thousands of foreclosures in the nearby metropolitan area, along with receiving a massive bailout by the same people foreclosed on when the recession occurred?
Well, I can't really say on record.
Is it true that to distract the general public from their unfortunate disposition, you and your powerful family and friends used, and continue to use, every means of political and economic influence to control the diminishing working class, up to and including the failing war on drugs, housing discrimination, and the growing population in the for-profit prison system?
I'm not liking your tone, Mr. Norman.
And is it true that this entire case brought upon my client is a hoax, and that perhaps there is an ulterior motive here?
I don't have to answer these questions any further. Tell him, Merv.
Excuse me. Objection. Relevance?
The relevance is this, that in times of downfall, rich and powerful people need others to blame. Mrs. Hollingsworth and her husband, being shareholders of certain media outlets that perpetuate the Tea Party, love to play the slippery slope argument when it comes to socialism. Will allow me to offer an adverse version. First we start with dog breed specific legislation. Then we let it spill over into how we treat people. Let's keep certain people away from quality housing and instead perpetually place them in jails or camps. Imagine, if you will, an oligarchic wasteland in the near future, where the banks have turned us against our own best interests, and the only thing worthy of our praise is money, or to be more accurate, those with money. We stop holding those with money accountable for our own laws or even basic human decency, while we simultaneously decide to blame those who aren't even making it. We proudly give billionaires and their greedy companies our tax subsidies, while we shame the single mother who used her food stamps to buy steak for her family. Now you have to ask yourselves, citizens of America, is that who you want to be? This vicious cycle of slippery slopes stops here, and it stops right now. My clients are found innocent, and we remain a nation of the people, by the people, for the people. Defense rests.
That was very moving, Mr. Norman. Prosecution, your final remarks?
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, it may seem that Mr. Norman has made an undefeatable point. I, on a personal level, based on my ethnicity, can relate deeply and truly to what he has said. But, Your Honor, what we're all forgetting here is that Mr. Norman and his client are dumb
snowflake cocks.
Yes, I see your point. Mr. Phillips, I find you and your dog guilty as charged. The pit bull will serve 10 to life in a Humane Society maximum security pound, and you will be sentenced to 180 hours of community service. Court is adjourned.
Bruh, how the fuck did we lose? Now, Joey, normally I as your lawyer would help you appeal, but there's a conflict of interest. I kinda have to help my other clients who claim to have been bitten by your dog. Ever the fucking lawyer. Pets are the most absolute blessing that God can bestow upon us. Do yourself a favor and go get a pet right this instant. Dog bite? Call Norman and Norman now. Norman for people.
Phillips, you made parole. Released 3 years early on good behavior.
Good. 'Cause I've been meaning to raise some hell. What do you say, buddy?
As Hurricane Omega violates Florida, local authorities order everyone to evacuate. Please heed this warning seriously. If you stay, you will die.
Matt,
Oh my
what the
God, I
blood
just
clot
can't
are you
believe this
talking
man.
about?
Could he
insulted
ever just
a Ross
shut
Gold
up
Star
and you just
family.
take the
Do you
Twitter
understand
away
that?
from him?
The family of
This
a
is
fallen. You're a
insanity.
damn
All these
veteran.
lies.
How can you
Bessie
say
DeVos,
that?
does he really
He
think
called
that is the person to
fucking
be in
John
charge of our
McCain
education system?
a loser.
Does the man
POW,
not
a
realize
Vietnam
that
hero.
when you take a
What is-
video
how
of a
can you
person, it is
support this?
permanent? We can
He
look
had
at
a
all this
Twitter
stuff
war
and see
with
what he
North
has
Korea.
done. I'm still waiting to find out what
Damn it, Max.
Fifi means.
He's
People
gonna
thinking
get
they
us
mean
into
during the
World
national
War
anthem is more
III.
important than our people
Blood
suffering
clean
in
match,
Puerto
it don't have
Rico.
no sense,
How
man.
screwed up is that?
Joey!
Hey man, how you doing? What's up?
Looks like prison's been good to you.
Thanks, guys. You know, I'd like to stay and chat, but we have to evacuate. Yep, we have a lot of shit to get through and only about 7 minutes to do it. Matt! That hat is fucking stupid, man.